Hey guys, how's it going? How you doing? Today I'm going to talk and discuss about the recent Fortnite Fracture event. Yes, that event that just happened. Let me okay. Everyone thought this event was going to be amazing, including myself. We all thought it was going to be amazing, mind-blowing, absolutely amazing event that would set the bar high again. And yeah, and not only that, Fortnite teased so much freaking stuff in the build up to this event. Like they teased like we got like think teasers over the span of 1 or 2 weeks. And the things they teased were Geno, who technically did appear during the event, Midas, who hasn't been seen in the game for like 2 freaking years at this point, and since chapter 2 season 2, and the nothing. Yeah, we don't know what the nothing is. We don't know what it is. Everyone thought it was like literally nothing, but I believe it is a person or entity. But yeah, they teased Geno, Midas, and the nothing in the build up. Like in the build up that before today, before the event. And today at 3:10 p.m. CST, the event happened. Okay. Absolutely, barely any of the things that Fortnite teased in the build-up showed up. Barely anything they showed in the build-up to the event showed up during the event. Midas did not show up once, and there was no mention, no, nothing of the nothing. No pun intended. Yeah, barely anything. The only thing really got in that event was Geno, who was teased, in the build-up. And not only that, to put it simply, this event sucked. It sucked. It's quite simply the worst event Fortnite has ever done, period. And I will explain why. So, in this event, whatever you want to call it, we we got a cutscene at the beginning of it, obviously. Well, maybe not obviously, but we got a cutscene during the beginning of the event. And everyone thought there was going to be this big boss fight with the Herald, who the Herald is someone who has been a common occurrence in Fortnite Chapter 3. They've been constantly showing up in Chapter 3, I think, and yeah, everyone thought there was going to be a huge boss fight with the Herald, and we would like be able to shoot at her, while she would throw objects, or maybe even those chrome tornadoes, which would have been awesome if we. That would have been awesome if she used chrome tornadoes as weapons. That would have been awesome. That was rumored that was going to be a huge boss fight. Everyone was like freaking out, like, "Oh my god, we're going to get this big boss fight with the Herald." No, we didn't get that. Instead, what we got in the event was a cutscene of the Herald being defeated. I'm serious. Like, I'm not kidding. It was just a cutscene of the Herald getting defeated. We didn't even get a boss fight. Just a freaking cutscene of the Herald being defeated. Does it look like I'm joking? And then obviously the 0 point, it technically exploded, and the map was obliterated. Well, not all of the map, but you get the gist. Most of the map gone. Well, not technically. Maybe some. Yeah, a lot of the map survived, but the the chapter 3 map was technically destroyed. Yeah, let's just put it that way. It was technically destroyed. Most of the map survived. The cutscene was good. I'll admit they did a fantastic job doing the cutscene. It's like, where was the boss fight? We all expected a boss fight. I kind of did myself. Do you want to know what happened at the end of Fortnite Chapter 2 during the end event in that chapter? What did we get? A boss fight with the last reality. Yeah, we got a boss fight with the last reality. Why couldn't you do the same thing for this chapter? Why could you not do the same thing for this chapter? You were able to do it back then. Why not now? You literally gave us a boss fight last chapter, right at the end, with the last reality and the UFOs and the aliens. We got a boss fight. We got a amazing cutscene with the rock being unmasked as the foundation. Then the map flipped. That was an amazing event. That's actually a really decent event. That was not a bad event. This event, however, was trash. If you were able to do a boss fight in the previous in the end event, the last season, why couldn't you do it now? Why couldn't you do it now either? That that doesn't make any logical sense. You were able to do a boss fight back then. Why couldn't you now? And speaking of which, we got technically three. We got technically uh two boss fights, maybe even three. The ones I well we got the chapter 2 end event with the last reality, technically a boss fight, and Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds. Yeah, that event, the one where they did a whole crossover with Marvel, wasn't bad. The event was good. The event was good. That was some good. That was some good crap. Yeah. So why couldn't you do a boss fight with the Herald if you were able to do two boss fights with Galactus and the Last Reality? I I don't get it. I don't. And that's not what irked me the most about this event. I'm getting to that point now. After the sorry, after the event, no, not after the event, after the cutscene, I mean, in the event. Sorry about that. After the cutscene, we got a really good cinematic. We got a really good cinematic. Wasn't bad. It was not bad by any means. It was a really good cinematic. Like with us getting, with the map getting like getting brought together by the 0 point, and then we got the 0 point caught onto us, and we were sucked in. We were sucked in to this place. That was good. But that's not what sucked about the event. That's not what sucked the most. It wasn't bad, it was just kind of mediocre. The worst part of the event lied within the 30 minutes. There's a reason for that. The entire The entire area, the entire time in that event, it was literally nothing but a waiting room. Do I look like I'm joking? It was a waiting room. It was a waiting room. Barely anything interesting. All you did in this quote unquote waiting room in the event was run around aimlessly playing this Where's Waldo type game looking for these 0 point orbs, these 0 point fragments. That's it. That is all you did in the event. Well, not technically everything, but you get the whole gist. Basically, you had to collect these fragments. That was it. That was the event. And there were also these really stupid and dumb quests, like you had to throw a chicken into 0 point to get a fragment. What the heck kind of quest is that? What kind of quest is that? That's the most dumb quest I've ever seen. Oh, that's not all. Oh no, there's a lot more crappy quests that took place. Like, there's this one, like, yeah, you basically turn into a beach ball for some reason, and you have to knock another player that morphs into a beach ball out of the map. Do I seriously look like I'm kidding? This was the actual event that took place today. This was the event. This was the event. And by God, it sucked. It sucked hard. Like, sucked. It was trash. You want to know? Well, you want to know what else is funny about this event? The collision event took place 2 seasons ago. Technically three, because we're going on chapter 4. It took place 2 seasons ago. 3 seasons ago. You're telling me. You're telling me that this was the best you could do. The collision event took place 3 seasons ago. And it was like literally 10 times better than this. This was dumpster fire. Let me say what was amazing about the collision event. The collision event was super interactive. We got to be inside of the Mecha Strike Commander. We got to control all of his weapons, play a asteroids-like game before the event even started. And we got to see freaking Darth Vader. Freaking amazing event. That was like one of the best they've done. That, like, I had really high expectations for this after the collision event. Had high expectations. I thought we were gonna get a boss fight with the Herald. No, I thought we were gonna get all this stuff for like Midas and the Nothing. We didn't get that either. We just got this waiting room where you collect orbs for 30 minutes. If you want to know how many I collected 40. There you go. That's how many of the 0 point fragments I collected during the event. I collected 40. That, like, you're telling me that was the best you could do? That was the best you could muster? You did the collision event 2 seasons ago. There is no excuse for this. There is absolutely no excuse for this. And then, obviously, we got the cutscene after the event. This cutscene was not bad. It wasn't bad, just kind of bad. The only thing we got from the teasers that Fortnite had been plastering for 1 or 2 weeks was Geno. We got nothing about Midas and nothing about the nothing. Again, no pun intended. Nothing. And also, you seriously put Mr. Beast in? Seriously? You seriously put Mr. Beast into the event? I bet nobody even wanted that to begin with. Does this really relate to the storyline? Mr. Beast in Fortnite relates to the storyline, apparently. Does that does Mr. Beast seriously relate to the Fortnite lore? I really don't think so. What was the point of having him in? What was the point? There was no point. There was no point for you to shamelessly plug a YouTuber in. I don't want to crap on Mr. Beast. He's a good man. I love his videos. It's just what is the point? What is the point of having Mr. Beast in, in this event? There is no point. There is no purpose. There is absolutely no purpose. Mr. Beast does not relate to this Fortnite lore at all. What was the point of shamelessly plugging a YouTuber in, like a famous YouTuber, into into your storyline? It kind of confuses me, honestly. Yeah, honestly, it kind of confuses me because I don't understand why Mr. Beast is even in the event in the first place. You guys could have done so much better with this event. After you absolutely destroyed my expectations with the collision event, I had high expectations for the fracture event. You have not only disappointed me, you've angered me. Because this event was horrible. Absolutely horrible. You guys need to step up your game for the next event. Because this was it sucked. Period. There's no doubt about it. Fortnite, you have a history of amazing events. A history of amazing events. And you limp out this awful excuse of an event to us. Not only was this one of the worst events in Fortnite history, this was the worst way to end off Chapter 3. The worst. There had to be something you could do to send off Chapter 3 better. There had to be a better event you could have made to end off Chapter 3. There had to be. Somebody on the board should have said something about this and said, this sucks. Can we redo this from scratch, please? Yeah, like, you're telling me that's the best you could do. This is not worse than the Ice King event, but that is not a compliment. This is still an awful excuse of a finale event. An awful excuse. Honestly, it is like one layer above the Ice King event. The Ice King event was awful. It was plain awful. Like what was the point of that event? All the Ice King did was like came into the map and and did and made this avalanche of snow that traveled across the Fortnite map. But this is better than the Ice King event, but that's not a compliment. This is still a awful excuse of an event, and you should be ashamed of yourselves. You should be ashamed. I am angered that this is how you decided to end chapter 3. I am I am not pleased. I am very angry. You're telling me that's literally the best you could do. Of course, there's still people out there that think this event is good. It is not. It is not good. It is an awful excuse of a live event, a end event, and an awful way to end off chapter 3. Period. If the collision event happened 2 seasons ago and was better than this, you have no excuse. Like literally, the collision event was amazing. And you wasted an entire season with no live event. You wasted an entire season with no live event. There was no live event in the chapter after collision. You 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 waited 2 seasons to put out this junk. I am appalled. Appalled. This event was not good. It was horrible. It was an absolutely laughable excuse of an event. I honestly cannot believe I got excited for this. I was like begging, like, oh my god, make sure you don't, Dad, make sure you don't bomb the house on Saturday, because I want to see this live and I want to see how amazing it is. I want to see how amazing it is. I want to see what they can do with this event. I just want to I just want to experience this event. Please don't bomb on that day. And yes, we are bombing the house tomorrow. Technically today, if this video is up on December 4th. Yeah, we technically are bombing the house. Well, technically this room I'm in right now, which is my room. Well, technically our room because it's also my sister's. Now I wish now I wish he had bombed the house today or tomorrow or yesterday if this video is released on December 4th, like I already said. I kind of wish he took us out. And now if I had known this event would suck this bad, I would have said for them to stay out longer. This is a 2 out of 10. This was an awful event. Period. How did you guys come up with this? This event was boring. It was a waste of time, and it was just a horrible way to end off the chapter. A horrible way to end off chapter 3. The worst way possible to end off chapter 3. You made this boy mad. Don't you ever forget that. Epic, you made this boy mad, and you don't ever forget about that. Because all I play Fortnite for is for the live events. Because they're actually good, except when they're not, which is that time. And you peed this man off. Don't you ever forget that. Anyways, the recording of this awful excuse of an event is coming. It's taking forever to upload. Just note it is coming. And you guys will absolutely hate You guys will probably like the recording, but you guys will absolutely hate what is shown to you. You guys will be disgusted probably. And I definitely am disgusted because this was a pity excuse of an event, and I'm angry. I'm not happy. You guys peed me off over at Epic. You should be ashamed of yourselves. I was excited for this. I was excited for this, and you've not only let me down, you've angered me, and and my and you've my expectations were incredibly high, and you missed the bar by this much. Uh, down further, down by that much. That is how much you've angered me. You guys, you guys need to think about what you've done. You guys need to make the next live event a banger because this event was awful, and I stand by that. I stand by my stand by my opinion that this event sucked. It was a waste of time and it was boring. It was nothing but a fetch quest to fetch these random freaking orbs across the map to reveal a new Fortnite map that we're getting for Chapter 4. You've you've peed me off, and I don't know. It's going to take a lot of forgiveness for me to let all this slide. Don't you ever forget that. Yeah, the video will be uploaded. It's taking forever. I'm sorry about that, but trust me, once you guys see the event they crapped out, this horrible event this horrible well, crap event that they thought was good, that they thought was actually passable, you guys are going to hate it. And I did. Trust me, I did. And boy, am I angry boy. So yeah, that's my rant on the Fortnite Fracture event. The video, the recording of the event is being uploaded. It's just taking time. Sorry about that, but you guys will hate. You guys will hate it. Trust me. It was not good. Anyways, have a good day, guys, and I'll see you all later. Bye.